What's up, weirdos? My name's Felicia and I like scary movies, and yes, I finally got my hair done. We're all safe. My hairdresser, Kristen, put in some of a color that's called Countess, and if this isn't the most Countess color you've ever seen, I mean, come on. But here we are. It's Corona time, people. I hope everyone is doing okay. Please let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of people can feel very isolated during this time of quarantine. Literally, are we living in a horror movie? That's what it feels like. Everything, like throughout what I'm watching on the news, like everything feels like those opening clips of a horror movie. And it's just like, wow, this is real life, which is pretty wild. And I know it can spark a lot of depression and anxiety and all of those things. So feel free to let me know how you're doing down in the chat, and I will talk to you down there or on Twitter. I'm gonna try to put out as many videos as I can over the next however long we're stuck in here, just to make sure you guys have something to watch. I'm updating you guys more on the New York City Corona situation in my Patreon vlogs, so that's linked down below. And maybe I'll do some more live streams so we can all have a little bit more interaction with each other. But those are the things I'm sort of thinking about right now. But let me know if you have any more ideas on how to help you guys feel less isolated during this insanity. But today we're talking about a new movie that just dropped on Shudder called The Room, not to be confused with the Tommy Wiseau The Room from 2003 or the Brie Larson Room from 2015. This is separate. This is a French film that just came out in 2019. I think it is a Shudder exclusive. It was written and directed by Christian Volokman, who is a French filmmaker. It stars Olga Kurylenko and Kevin Janssens. I was happily surprised with this movie going in. When I started to read the plot, I felt like, oh, I don't know. The first bit of the plot on IMDb says, a couple moves into an old house and finds a secret room. And I thought, okay, another ghost story, supernatural, I know how this goes, blah, blah. And then I kept reading, and it says, a secret room that grants them unlimited wishes. And I said, oh, a little more interested. And then the last part, which says, but since Kate has had 2 miscarriages, what they want most is a child. I thought, oh, honestly, this sounds kind of interesting. So I popped it on, and I did enjoy it. I will say the things that this movie does really, really well. First of all, is just the concept. I think it's very fun. It leans in a more sci-fi way than the supernatural way that I thought it would, which I thought was really nice. Like the room itself in the house is sort of like filled with all these like spider-like wires and all this stuff that looks like a little steampunk-ish or something, but like covered in cobwebs. I don't know, but it's kind of nice to have a little sci-fi action going on in this, in a movie that feels like it would just be some sort of supernatural demon. So that's kind of cool. The other thing I think it does well is they take this concept and they use very fun visual storytelling through the cinematography, through just how they paint the wishes, how that all comes about throughout the movie. It's very, very fun, into how they use the visual effects towards the end when we see the consequences of those wishes, which of course, there are always consequences. If anyone ever comes to you and says, I would like to grant you unlimited wishes, say, no thank you, I will take 3 wishes. Because, no, actually, those also turn out badly. So maybe just take 1 wish? I'm honestly not sure. Now, the things that I think this movie didn't do as well, one is, they're sort of mixed, honestly. Some of the writing is a bit cheesy, I'll say. I don't know. Maybe it's a translation issue and we have, like, French filmmakers writing in English. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'll also say there are a lot of writers listed on here. I'm just gonna throw all these names at you. We have Sabrina Karine, we have Eric Forrester, we have Gaia Guasti, we have Vincent Ravelek, we have Christian Volokman. So I'm just saying that's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. But some of the writing definitely feels like very cheesy. I want to say one specific example where we have the husband, he is going out and having a conversation with this handyman dude outside the house. And this is a very short reenactment of that scene. I couldn't believe it when they said someone had bought this house. Not after what happened here. What happened here? Oh, it was a long time ago. What was a long time ago? They didn't tell you? The previous owners of this house were murdered. Murdered? Okay, it's not quite like that, but it's something kind of like that. And I think this is also sort of aided by the actors that are not bad by any means, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell sometimes where the issue is really underlying. But I will say the main characters, so as I said, Kate, she's played by Olga Kurilenko, and Matt, the husband, is played by Kevin Janssens. And it's not that I didn't care about them. It's not one of those movies where I was like, oh, I didn't care about anyone. I like mildly cared about them. It sort of felt like, oh, these are just like the next folks that moved into this house. But I never felt like I was like feeling their pain or like was like really invested in them or their wants or their needs. I felt I was just like mildly intrigued by their wants and needs. It was mostly interested in like the concept of the movie. But all that being said, I did enjoy watching it. I checked it out once again. It's a Shudder exclusive, and I didn't really know much going in other than it was a new movie that was on Shudder that I could review today. And honestly, I did enjoy it. I would say it's worth watching, especially while we're all stuck inside for God knows how long. But yeah, let me know if you plan on checking it out or want to check it out. But that's it, people. The last thing I'll say is I know we are in trying times right now. Once again, basically living in a horror movie. So I just want to remind each other to be kind to each other. On the internet, more now than ever. Okay, internet trolls, y'all gotta chill out because everyone's isolated in their apartments and we all need a little love, a little hope right now. So everyone try to be kind to each other, and let me know if you have any video requests and all those things down in the comments below. I hope you all have a very nice scream, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.